Hey y'all, it's Deborah here with Sew in the Sanctuary. Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching our videos. And if you're new here to the channel, welcome as well. I'm glad you're joining us. So I just got home and look who's joining us. It's little Levi. This is Levi the kitty. He is so sweet. He is pushing about 12 or 13 years old. He's been the best cat ever. All right, so I wanted to update you. If you watched our videos from a couple of days ago, you've learned that I've been trying to make our storing in the storage in our bathroom a little bit better because we had very minimum storage. And so I actually was able to go to Lowe's. I bought us a vanity and we were able to get the tools. Robbie, the next night, he did actually take apart the freestanding sink that was in that room, and we attempted to put the new vanity in its place, and unfortunately the countertop had been broken. So I actually had to go back to Lowe's, return it, and exchange it for a new one, the same one. And I wanted to show you guys what I got. So I just got home, and this is the box of the vanity, and if you notice, it's already been opened. So I'm a little nervous of what we're gonna get, but when Robbie gets home, we'll get it out of the car, take it inside, and see what we have to deal with here. And hopefully it's perfectly okay, because we hope to have that vanity installed tonight. All right, some of you were asking about our stairs and how far we've actually gotten on that project. We did a stairs video not too long ago, and we were actually, very surprisingly, able to get more done that day than we had anticipated. So here is the platform. It is incredible. I'm gonna take you around so you can see it from the other angle. This is actually going into the shop where you saw it just from that angle, and I'm actually gonna go down here and show you from the other side. So as you can see, we have, I'm trying not to step too terribly in the mud. It is disgusting. So you can see we have a little bit of a construction zone here. We've got to get some grass grown in this area, and it'll happen. But this is the shop that I was telling you about the other day, and this is actually the platform. So yay, the platform has been built, and then next is gonna be stairs. We're gonna take you through that process, show you how we do that, and we're actually gonna do the railing around the platform. And then that way we'll be able to come down into the shop, and then we plan to do wiring next because we don't have any electrical in this space. And then once we do that, we're going to put our barn doors. They have been ordered, so we're waiting on them to get here. We'll put those in, we'll install them, and then we should be ready to start moving stuff in. So super excited. I know Robbie is overly excited, and I know he is anticipating that to happen. I know he is in dire need of having a shop again. He's been without one for years, so this is actually a blessing, and it's gonna create a lot of fun memories and things for us to learn together. So super cool. All right, I'm gonna go inside while I'm waiting on Robbie to get home, and we'll unload that vanity. But I'm gonna go inside and fix us some dinner. I had already prepared from a pre-planning phase that I did. We had made some tuna casserole, and I actually put it in the fridge. I'm gonna bake that tonight to pull it out and put together a salad. And then hopefully, if all goes well, we'll have us a vanity tonight. So cross our fingers. We'll show you how we do that, the installation process. When Robbie got home, we were able to sit down together, the four of us, as a family, and have a nice, simple meal. After dinner, Robbie and we went outside to get the new vanity out of my car. He grabbed his hat, his jacket, I grabbed my shoes, and out the door we went. As I opened the door, my dog Greta, she's so funny, she managed to sneak into the house. It was pretty cold outside, so I don't blame her. When we got out to the car, we went ahead and took the vanity out of my car and went ahead and took out all of the vanity from the cardboard. And luckily, it was amazing. Everything was in place just like I had intended. We went ahead and brought it in. We carefully brought it through the door, put it down, inspected it, made sure everything was good to go. So before we actually brought it into the bathroom space, Robbie went ahead and got all of the hardware out off of the sink and just put it down on the floor for us to add a little bit later. And this is where we were getting ready to move it into its place. But before we could do that, we had to actually do some prepping to get the pipes hooked up to the pipes that come out of the wall so that water can flow into the sink. And before we did that, we wanted to make sure all of the plastic was out of the spaces and out of the holes. We didn't want anything to get clogged. Before we could hook it up to this pipe, we had to remove the back piece, the trim, down here on the floor. So Robbie grabbed all of the proper materials and we made that happen.
Cut the caulk to remove the shoe molding, or quarter round, but this is shoe molding. Make sure it's cut really good. Cut the corners. Here, go ahead and cut the base. When you're doing this, I kind of cut into the sheetrock at an angle. That way it's no mess. Because if it's going to pull away, it's going to pull away. It just makes it easier. That way you're not digging into it. Just cut the caulk in the corners. That. Ooh, I use some big old nails. Alright, so 5-in-1, good tool.
He kept doing what you see here using the 5-in-1 tool, and he was able to get the trim completely removed from the sheetrock, and he didn't mess any of the sheetrock up.
well, it's locked in. It's got a 45 here and a 45 here. I was hoping it was a cope joint, that way it slipped by, but it's not. It's locked in like this. So with that being said, it's easier to take this short piece out than this long piece. So we're going to do that.
Since he wasn't able to remove that piece of trim on the back wall, he had to do the same process to this side wall. Once he was able to get that removed, he would then be able to take out the trim from the back. He basically had to do that because the back piece was wedged behind this side piece. I had to actually leave to go get the kids from church, so I wasn't able to see the installation of the sink, but this is what it looks like now. So now I'm going to put all of our bathroom necessities underneath the sink, and here in this piece of 4 drawers, I'm now going to put our bathroom washcloths and our towels. This space has created such a sanctuary now for us within our home. I think we're really going to love it. All right, well, I hope that you learned something about how to install a sink. And I would just like to encourage you, if you have a small space as well in your home, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a bathroom, and sometimes you feel like there's not a solution whatsoever, I would just encourage you to think outside of the box and to come up with maybe alternative ideas that could help you get extra storage. I know in our bathroom, we literally, I mean, it's super small. In all actuality, it should probably be the size of maybe a half bath, because when you walk in, you see that sink and the tub, and then of course the toilet. And there is absolutely no closet. There's no cabinets, nothing. So for the longest time, we've been in this house for a little over 5 years. And so for the longest time, we've just been storing like extra toothpaste and extra soaps, extra toilet paper. We've been storing it upstairs in my kids' bathroom because, believe it or not, they have more cabinet space than this particular room had. So that's what we've been doing. And so I've kind of just gotten to the point to where I was just tired, sick and tired of going upstairs all the time to get whatever it is that I needed. And then I wasn't able to store any of my things to get ready in the mornings in that room, in the bathroom. And typically that's where I would get ready, but I've been actually getting ready in my bedroom, in my closet. So I was just kind of over it. So I had to kind of just brainstorm and come up with the best solution that fits our needs. And so that's when I bought that piece. I'm going to use that for the towels and washcloths. I'm going to put those in those 4 drawers. They're not very deep, so I should be able to get maybe 3 towels per drawer and then put washcloths in that top one, and I think we'll be fine. And then for that vanity, I'm going to use those 2 cabinet doors that open up, and that's where I'm going to put all of, my bathroom stuff as well as Robbie. So I think it's going to work out better for us, and I think it's just going to be a better place for us in the long run. So I would just encourage you to do the same. If there is a room in your home, a small room with pretty much no storage, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bathroom, any room really, I would just encourage you to think outside of the box and just try to ask yourself, what is it that I want out of this space? What are my goals? Jot down some pros, jot down some cons. I use my notebook all the time. And I would just maybe come up with some suggestions, take measurements, see where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. And like I said, this was probably not the vanity that we would have built. Robbie is a woodworker, so he does and is able to build things all on his own. But for time purposes, we decided to go ahead and make that purchase. And so it can be something that we can reuse in a space that we're going to renovate maybe later on, or it could be maybe a gift that we could give someone else in need, or we could even sell it on, Facebook Marketplace or something, whatever we need to do at that particular time when we get to that moment. But for the sake of sanity and just being able to utilize this space the way that it's, it should be intended, we went ahead and bought that vanity, and I'm glad we did because it turned out really, really great. So I hope that you're having a great evening. Subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you'll see more content like this if you choose to. And you can see my cat in the background. She's so funny, or he's so funny. That's Levi, not Piper. But subscribe to the channel, guys, if you would consider it, and give us some thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, just put them in the comments below. All right, until next time, have a great rest of the week. We'll talk soon. Bye.